Hey, welcome to Corneroffmainstream. I got 5 really good movies for you, but first, check me out at Twitter, BigThun, BigThun at Twitter as well as Instagram. I also have a podcast of the weekly movies that come out. You can check that out at BigThun.com. You can also go to Google Play and download the BigThun Wild Ride app. This way you get the whole catalog of podcasts. And please go to BigThun Wild Ride on Facebook and like our page, please. Check it out. And you can also go to iTunes and subscribe for BigThun's Wild Ride with the Berg. All right, let's get on with it. All right, first movie this time. All right, it's a 2008 comedy drama. It's called Choke. Sam Rockwell stars in this movie, and I think right there it kind of tells you it's going to be funny because that guy does a good job with the comedies. In this movie, he goes to Sex Addicts Anonymous to pick up chicks. Then his other thing is he goes to restaurants and pretends to be a choking victim. All right, explains why the movie's called Choke. And then he uses that to get money off of strangers, which he's paying for his mother who has dementia, and she's at a full care private facility that he has to pay for, and he pulls these scams to do that. Along the way, he kind of ends up having romantic feelings for his mother's doctor, which ends up complicating everything for him. But it's a very funny movie. It's called Choke, 2008. Check it out. You really like it. Watch it, see it, rent it, buy it. You'll dig that one. The next one, it's an action crime movie. Kind of has like 2 parts to it, but it's called Go. Woman works as a cashier at a food store. Her buddy wants her to pick up extra shifts, so he take off for Vegas. Then a couple actors come in, and they're talking to her, and they're looking to score some drugs. So from her friend's connection, she's going to try to make a little money by setting these guys up. Then you got the plot of what's going on in Vegas, where her buddy who went out there, just it's a crazy night for him. Him and his buddy end up getting thrown out of strip clubs. They're with the women, and they accidentally steal a car, and that all gets all worked up and crazy. Where then now you go back to the store. And the girl who's trying to traffic the drugs for these guys, then a cop gets involved, and the whole thing gets really complicated and crazy. But it's a really good movie. It's an action crime. It's funny. It's enjoyable. Check it out. Watch it. See it. Rent it. Buy it. It's called Go. You really like that one. Now, if you just got Saturday afternoon, you're just hanging out, and you guys want some fun, light comedy, this one was in 2009. It was called Kicking the Dog. And it's pretty much, about, 12 friends, this is going to be their last summer together, it's, they're playing strip poker, they're, having their conversations with each other that kind of help them expose who they are and grow a little from the experiences, but it's a funny kind of B-movie, sex-driven type summer for them, of course, and it all comes down to when the summer ends, they're now realizing they're now about to start their lives and moving in different directions. But it's a really funny movie, and like I said, it's just like Saturday afternoon. You got like an hour and a half, because I think it's an hour and 33 minutes. You're just sitting around. You just want to watch something fun-loving before you go out to dinner with your girl or whatever. Check this movie out. It's called Kicking the Dog. Really funny movie. The next one, I kind of throw this one here because I was one of those guys who really liked watching Godzilla movies in the War of the Gargantuas on Saturday afternoons when I was a kid. And this kind of, brought me back to that time. And it was called Mega Python vs. Gatoriod. It's when these, massive pythons are now causing, the alligator, possible alligator extinction in Florida, and they battle it out. It's a really good, fun movie. Watch it, rent it, see it, buy it. Again, it's called Mega Python vs. Gatoriod. It came out in 2001. Action sci-fi. You'll dig that one. Check it out. The last movie I want to talk about came out actually a couple months ago in the theater. It's now on DVD. It's a comedy, and it's like short sketches. And it is filled with a ton of stars. But the movie did bad in the box office, which I couldn't understand. I thought once people saw this movie, the word of mouth was going to be like, holy cow. Because trust me, if you're easily offended, do not watch this movie. Because they cross the line, and it is hilarious. Everyone I turned it on to thought it was funny, and they couldn't believe they didn't hear of it. It's called Movie 43. Dennis Quaid is a writer, and he's writing a movie, and Greg Kinnear is a movie producer, and he's pitching the idea to Greg Kinnear, who is literally appalled by what he's hearing. And of course, every time Dennis Quaid tells, goes on to, okay, next scene or next little story, of course the movie goes to that, and that's what you watch. And, Hugh Jackman's in it, Kate Winslet's in it, Anna Faris, Common, he's in it. But Halle Berry's in it. So many of these people just pop up and you're like, oh, geez, I totally forgot to end this movie. Great movie. Watch it, see it, rent it, buy it. You'll love it. Movie 43. I'm telling you, check it out. Make sure there's no kids around when you watch it. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's this week's episode. Thanks for joining in. Again, check me out on Twitter. B1GTHUN. Same on Instagram, BigThun. Corneroffmainstream.blogspot.com. All right, you can send me an email at corneroffmainstream@gmail.com. You got BigThunWildRide@gmail.com. Check it out. You'll enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in. Check you next week on Corner Off Mainstream.